This is Good Morning San Diego.
Also ahead, making the transition from working for the military to working in the private sector can be really tough for veterans. So Phil Blair from Manpower is stopping by this morning with some great advice, and we will be meeting one of the vets who went through the program and had some major successes. Today we are talking about helping retired military transition into the workforce, and joining us now is Phil Blair from Manpower, as we always see him here every Monday, as well as James McCandless, former Captain James McCandless. He's now retired. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being with us today.
Good morning, Alexis.
All right, let's start with you, Phil. We know here in San Diego there are so many people just like James, straight home from service, and now they need a job.
Well, they do, and it's a little different this year. With Iraq winding down and Afghanistan winding down, the military said, wow, we're way overstaffed, and we need to cut back on our head count. And the thing that's different about the military is a lot of people went in the military right after college or right after high school for a career, 20 or 30 years. It was a secured career. They trained you in a specific skill they needed, and you had a long-term career. Well, now with the wind down, a lot of very good people like James are coming out of the military much earlier than they needed to or wanted to, and the military wants to reach out. And so they came to Manpower and said, can you help us with these great people and help find them work here in San Diego? So we thought we'd introduce you to James this morning, talk about what he's looking for, which happens to be HR and recruiting.
Excellent.
Near and dear to my heart.
Wonderful.
And James can tell you what kind of work he's looking for.
Okay, so tell us about yourself, James. You served for 5 years with the Marine Corps. Where were you stationed?
I did. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton.
Okay, and you just got out, what, like a month or so ago?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
So right now I'm an intern over at the South County Career Center, VetWorks, and we're basically helping transitioning veterans of 48 months or less with their resumes and mock interviews and so forth. It's a nonprofit organization. It's free to the veteran, and Carol Morales or Ms. Hassan would be the ones to get in touch with. So I'm an intern right now.
Okay, but you are hoping to transition into a full-time HR sort of a job?
Yes, my background is in HR. In the Marine Corps, it was a lot of personnel, training and development, project management, coordination. So I'd like to utilize that experience.
Okay, and I know we have some pictures, so we can go ahead and show them this morning. And hopefully if someone's watching right now, they're thinking, this is a great guy I want on my team, right? Is that what you're hoping?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They want the guy on the right or the left?
The guy on the right. The guy on the right as well. That's my roommate right there.
Tell us a little bit about your time in the service.
My time in the service was great. I was an officer, a captain, and just had a fantastic time. Definitely putting my Marines before me at every step of the way. And I did a deployment as well to Afghanistan, and it was just a great experience.
So Phil, for people like James, how do you begin to get on the job search? I mean, obviously he's doing the right thing with the interning, but it's hard to get that first foot in the door.
Well, the whole thing is networking. Get your resume out there, get your face out there, meet a lot of people, which is exactly what we're doing today, is meeting thousands and thousands of your viewers. But what the difficult thing from a hirer's point of view is what we call the civilianization of the resume. And the example I use most often is a couple of months ago we got a resume in from a sniper. Well, when I talk to big HR groups and I say, when was the last time any of you hired a sniper? Yeah. Guess what? No hands go up. So we have to rewrite this resume and civilianize it, which is what I call it. So this is what we need to do with people like James, because as an HR professional, we get the resume and we can't relate to what that experience is. But once we meet them, we see this is the kind of person I want on my team. So I want people to reach out to veterans, bring them in. Even if you don't understand what the resume is, then we need to help them rewrite the resume first of all, but also we need to bring them in and meet them, because they are wonderful, great potential new employees.
Well, let's get James a job. If you're interested in hiring James, they can give you a call, Phil? Is that how it works? Okay,
That's
and then if you're a vet that's looking for a job just like James, call Phil too.
That's right.
He'll hook you up.
Well, we hook everybody up. And if you don't hurry and hire James, I may hire him, so watch out there.
Oh, great stuff. James, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your service, and we hope you get a job.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you, Phil.
Thanks,
We'll
Alexis.
see you next week.